Welcome to Insights. I'm Eric. I'm going to do an open content review on the grains here. The sharp decline in price today probably is raising a few eyebrows, but subscribers and the followers of the evolution of the trade shouldn't be worried. This should be something that is expected. Within the evolution of the trade, we follow the three time frames: the daily, which is here, the weekly, and the monthly. And the primary focus is on the monthly trend, in which we follow that. That currently is up. BU is bull, which is up. The primary trend has all been up, and it's produced various returns. The weekly trend is also up. It's a little bit more extended. Here it's black and negative, which means this trend's early. This is blue, which means it's past its mean, and price cycles are extended. So perhaps today's correction is the beginning of a correction that will relieve some of the daily price cycle extension and time cycle extension. It could spill over into the weekly, so you have to be patient here. Waiting for a reset is not anticipating where the reversal zones are and buying them blindly. We have to figure out how much selling is going to come into this market. That really is going to, if it's light selling, it will flip the daily trend. If it's heavy selling, it will flip the weekly trend. The whole point of this exercise is just patience to wait to see how far it will take it down and whether or not the energy build into the decline, which I'll highlight right here. These are negative energy builds. This is one of the concerns that generated a blocking dome. It's probably causing the short-term reaction. How far price drops in the coming weeks, this is not going to be resolved in a day or a few days. It's going to take a week or two to find out whether or not the invisible hand is stepping in and buying the decline. The decline that could send the daily down, it could send the weekly down, but we're going to see how far it's going to push based on the energy build that results during the decline. For example, we'll take a look at wheat. The wheat's energy build is minus 70 and minus 34. That's a pretty sizable energy build. You can go look in the matrix and pull up the chart and study it itself. I'm not going to do that here. What we want to do is we want to see DI and DI2 fall. I mean, they're down here, but we want to see it rise. We want to see it rise above zero. The farther above zero and the closer it gets to 60, the more powerful the energy build. The question is how far is that build going to go into the decline, and that will correspond to how deep this decline goes. Maybe it's a shallow one, maybe it doesn't do anything. Maybe it's a deeper one. If it goes deeper, the energy build will react. The more the energy build reacts into a bullish setup, the more positive it's going to be and more powerful the reset will come when we look at it right here. There'll be an R here and everything will be highlighted yellow when these markets are ready to reset. So we'll be watching that, and the subscribers should be watching the energy builds into the decline here. It's going to take several weeks to generate an energy build of meaningful consequence. So don't just expect to see something today. It's too soon. Today's energy build will be reflective through this Tuesday, and next week will be through next Tuesday. There's a lag in the time of which energy is reported and the price of which you receive it. So we'll get through Friday's prices, but it'll be an energy build through this past Tuesday. If you have time, you can go into the reversal tab of the matrix and we'll pull wheat down. And we can see where the support and resistance zones are up here and support zones are down here. They're here on the daily. I focus on the weekly and the monthly, and we can see that these are the active zones of which price should hold into the decline. Whether or not, if these fail here, something else might show up, but I wouldn't buy these. I mean, buying a support zone is not something that you really jump on without an energy build. I mean, everything has to be measured in the way we look at stuff. A resistance is up here, but we'll focus on these as the price declines. But again, it's the energy build that's really the most important, and it will take time. The last thing I'll do before I close out this review is to take a look at the Pro and Public Index. People are familiar with these charts. Probably already know what they mean. This is the price chart. This is the Pro Index. This is the Public Index. The Pro Index is right here. It follows professional characteristics of buying. It measures the intraday activity and decides whether or not it's reflective of professional or retail buying. We can see that since the low Price of corn has been driven by professionals. The price of soybeans has been driven by professionals. And the price of wheat has been driven by professionals. That's it. It's one of the things that makes the grains rally durable. What we will watch here into the curl, as we can see there's a little curl on wheat here today, is how the professionals are behaving. Is there a lot of selling? Does the pro index drift upward as price drops? If that happens, it's a bullish divergence. It's supportive of continuation, but we need time and we need some patience. So don't try and make any decisions based on a day action. It's a sum of the events that we're interested in. So don't jump to any conclusions. Keep an eye on the pro charts. Keep an eye on energy, but energy is going to be a slow moving setup. Energy will take weeks to form. So don't assume we're going to get all the information on Friday. We should get some useful information, but today's decline is already pushed into next week, so it's going to have to come over a span of a few weeks. For those who are subscribers, you can probably study the seasonalities a little bit more, but I'm not going to talk about that as a means of where the various markets might catch a break and turn around, but that's something that you can do on your own. If you have any questions about the whole discussion here or anything within the evolution of the trade, you can contact me. Click the link below within the blog, or and contact me directly in the feedback area. Or you can put some comments under this video, and that I read those or am notified of that. I can respond to that through the blog or down below. Either way works. But anything that is confusing, and I mean, in time you will pick up this stuff, but it makes logical sense. Firm discipline rather than opinion is the way to manage investment positions, trading positions, and quite honestly, the primary trends, when they do last, they last a lot longer than a couple weeks or a day trade. These are almost a year in duration or more. Each market is specific to its own cycle, and the computer will reflect that. So thanks for watching, and have a good trading day.